The answer is who inherits it, how much they inherit it, and by what manner do they inherit it. When you have a joint asset, whether it's a joint bank account or a car that has two people's names on it, what that designation means, joint, is that you are each 50% owners of that particular asset. So when one of the account owners dies, the survivor gets to keep 50% of the account. But the other 50% that belong to the deceased person has to pass either according to a will or a trust or through intestate succession, which is just a fancy word that means North Carolina law determines where the other half goes. If we're talking about a car, it's the same idea. But with a car, it's not easily divisible. You can have the trunk or you can have the engine. You can have the driver's side or the passenger side, but you're not going to get the whole car. So again, if you have two names on the title that are joint owners and one of those owners passes away, then there is still going to have to be some sort of administration, trust administration or estate administration that gets the other half of the vehicle to the appropriate heir. So it's as if we have a joint asset, and then when one of those account owners dies, we have to sever that asset in half. When you have joint with the right of survivorship, the abbreviation that we often see, or the acronym we often see, is JTWROS, joint with right of survivorship. That's a whole different ball of wax. What happens then is that the survivor gets the entire account, or the survivor gets the whole car. Both owners during life, it is still a joint relationship, but each one of you own 100% of the joint asset if it's set up with the right of survivorship. So when one of the owners dies, the survivor gets the whole thing. No division necessary, no trust administration, no estate administration necessary. That's a big difference, but it's not always appropriate to do survivorship arrangements in all cases. To learn whether or not setting up survivorship accounts makes sense for you, please seek out an estate planning professional.